Hello everyone, welcome back to Two Bros Game Night. I am your host, Older Bro.
I'm your other host, Shinger Bro.
And today we continue in re-recording audio for a video that decided to not have audio.
Yay! You guys don't get to hear how pissed off I get at this level.
Honestly, that's probably a blessing.
Yeah, guys, so...
Because this is the level where you go through here for the time trial. Isn't it?
Yeah, I think putting a time trial on this kind of level is bullshit.
No, I don't think this is the time trial one. There's no timer on this.
No.
Oh,
this one's the ring. The next one's time trial. Yes. Yeah, guys, it's not that terrible. Like but you don't want to. Like do like extra steps. And I missed that.
Yep, and completely missed. And goodbye.
Like, you don't want to take a lot of big risks. Like,
no.
You kind of just have to know the track in order to, like, skip stuff if you can.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Like, so I'm playing through Battle of Bikini Bottom right now, and I'm gonna compare it a little bit to this game. So, this kind of level is sort of completely new. Mm-hmm. Like, it's a slide level, which is what they had in Battle of Bikini Bottom.
Yep.
But not to this degree.
Mm-hmm.
Like, for instance, in slide levels, there's only one character. Like, there's never usually two.
Yeah. And,
the other thing is, sometimes in these levels, there are, like, pit stops.
What the hell's a pit stop?
What I'm saying is, like, you could be going through the slides, and there's just another area that you can explore, and you have to jump off the track in order to get there.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so there's even other areas. This is just... You go down the slide and you're done.
Yes.
Which is fine. It's simpler than what Battle of Bikini Bottom had.
It's literally just a one-lap race, basically.
But here's the other thing. So playing through Battle of Bikini Bottom, so far the tightest turns is on the last slide in the game.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you don't get this degree of tight turns.
Yeah.
Like, I think there's just way too many tight turns in this level.
That's fair.
Like, in Battle of Bikini Bottom, there was maybe two sort of kind of tight turns, but you don't feel cheated.
Yeah.
In this one...
To be fair, this one's just doing it to piss you off. It literally goes back and forth, staying intentionally out of the center of the path.
Well, you just think, I've played games that did this.
Yeah.
Like, so to me, it's not that big of a deal. I kind of figured they'd do something like this.
Mm-hmm.
And... like, as long as I hit the ring, like, I don't even need to go in the center. As long as I hit it, it's fine.
Yeah. That's true. It's surprising that they didn't make it so that you didn't have to go through the ring.
Yeah, a lot of new games sort of require you to at least go through the center of the ring in some form of way.
But again, it doesn't even have to be the center. It's just, I'm surprised that it lets you touch the edge of the ring, and it's like, that's good enough.
Well, I played a lot of old games that do this.
Yeah.
Where you just touch whatever you have to go through, and that's it, you're done.
Yeah.
So, yeah, guys, this is, like, going through rings in this kind of level, that's not a problem. I just feel like, I want to say you're in less control in this kind of level.
Yeah.
I don't know why, I think it's how it feels. Like, how it plays, like...
Yeah, I mean, the point of the level is that you do not have control of how really fast you go, and you don't really have control about what direction you go, technically.
I mean, Battle of Bikini Bottom, you didn't really have a control... Okay, actually, no, you had a little bit more control of direction than any other game. Well, than this game.
Uh-huh.
But... I don't know, it's just...
I can't remember if we ended up having to do this one another time or two. I think you did, because I think you die up here.
Yeah, I died. several times during this ring thing. Because I don't know the timing on it.
Yep. It's literally the very end. If I remember correctly, this game's whole thing is that you can almost jump after you've gone off the platform and still make it.
Yeah, here's probably the other problem with this level. You saw those small little like jumps, like the small platforms.
Just tiny platforms.
Battle Bikini Bottom had slightly larger.
Yeah.
So I think that's another problem is this game I don't really have a good sense of timing. That's probably the way to put it. There's not really a good timing on jumps.
Well, yeah, but like...
In Battle of Bikini Bottom, there's an indicator. Like, basically, say I get to the end of this ramp, it shows where you need to jump. Like, it puts, like, blue lines right there, or red, or orange. So it shows where you need to jump every time.
Yeah.
But in this, you don't get that. You have to pretty much eyeball it.
Yep, you keep getting way too close to the edge.
I mean, getting close to the edge is not that...
Well, by getting close to the edge, I mean you jump and try to turn back into the turn.
Oh, I hated that.
Yep, that's the one where you just you jumped late.
No, I curved like too much, and then that kind of messed me up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of Battle Bikini Bottom, guys, I'm actually almost done with that game. So.
Yeah, you could see at that previous jump where you went down a little bit and still made your double jump. So, like, you can fall off the platform and still get your double jump.
Yeah, I think we can just say that the inherent problem with this game is it's not Battle Bikini Bottom.
No, I wouldn't say that. This game is trying new things, and that's not a problem. It is not a problem to try new things.
But is it good?
It depends. The problem is that it feels like it's tighter than it should be. It feels like it needs to be a little bit looser with its like requirements for time.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's the other thing.
Yeah, we'll get into the race later, but
so that's the other thing. Yeah, this is way too long of a level. Like
yeah, the levels are very like they feel very long.
Like in Battle of Bikini Bottom, there is a level where I mean it's a hub world, but it's a hub world for slides.
Yeah,
and you go down 3 different slides.
Yep,
it's not just one.
Yeah, I'm still pretty sure that this level has ultra shortcuts, but that we don't. That like. We would have to play around to find where they are. Exactly,
and in Battle of Bikini Bottom, once you've gone through one slide, you'll eventually find all of the places you haven't been.
Well, and it doesn't help that this doesn't have any map. Like, because weren't we just right up there a few seconds ago? Yeah. And we went around this whole place? Yeah, so couldn't you jump, turn left, and fall here, and cut, like,
I would have
20
to know
out.
Where it is below me, and you can't see it.
You can't see it easily, no.
No.
It's like, because you saw back
like,
there.
I could literally jump back right there.
Right there, you can see that. So it's like, yeah, but you'd have to know it. And again, because there's no map, it's so difficult to know if that place down there is backtrack or forward.
I mean, yeah, and I'll agree that that is a similar problem in Battle of Bikini Bottom. But they make it obvious. They make it really obvious in Battle of Bikini Bottom.
Yeah.
Like, like, the only times I feel lost when I'm doing a slide is when I haven't done it.
Yeah. To be fair, in this level, you couldn't alter shortcut because obviously you have to hit all the rings. But
yeah,
in the race that we're going to come to in a few seconds, you could alter shortcut some of this.
Yeah, it is very easy to find exploits and shortcuts in Battle of Bikini Bottom. I love doing that.
Yeah.
And I found a few that will make our playthrough go faster. But
now, as a reminder, Younger Bros should go right here and just keep going right and don't try to jump it, which is something he screws up multiple times in this.
Yeah,
track.
I don't know how to get there at all, where those blue weights were.
Great slide.
No clue.
Here's your reward.
But yeah, so I don't mind a time trial on this kind of level.
Yeah.
What I hate is they do another. And it's shorter time.
Well, in this level we haven't done any. There wasn't a first time trial, right? It just dropped us right into the ring first.
I remember reading on the levels that there's a first time trial and then there's...
Yeah, there was in the first one we did. Like in the previous episode where we did time trials. That on the
I think
the one
what
in the city.
think,
that one had a first time, but I don't think this one ever had a first time.
I think what it does is, so we have the main level, then it goes into a first time trial,
yeah.
Then it goes into the rings, and then the final time
yes.
trial.
But in this one, I don't think it did. Unless we did the first time trial, the same episode as the first run through. Because this episode starts with us doing the second time, or the rings. And the previous episode, we weren't in this level. So
yeah,
like,
okay, so this one, there's only one.
Or we did it when we first went through.
If, like, right now, 3:15, no. They should maybe boost that up by another 2 minutes. Because...
No, I don't think it should be 2 minutes. I think that it should be 3:35. Or 3:40. And the previous one should be, like...
Yeah, because...
4:20.
This level is very intimidating because of how long the fucking slide is. You just have to know the shortcuts. Like, this is a shortcut, right here.
Yes, this is a shortcut. And one of the other problems is, again, as we just said, we don't know what is a shortcut and what isn't without doing it. Like, is that a shortcut? Is that backtrack? I don't know.
I had to choose between going left or right. I chose right, and right was the shortcut.
Yeah. And sometimes things aren't obvious that they're shortcuts.
Yes.
Like the one where we go up and slightly to the right. It's like, it's unclear if that's even shorter.
Like, there's only 2 obvious shortcuts I've seen, which was the first one we just did, and then the next one, which was the small platforms. That's a shortcut.
Yeah.
If you find the right one.
Yep.
Because there's 3 different short platform areas.
Yeah.
I don't even know how to get to the third.
Sheer dumb luck.
But yeah, if they made this level just a little bit shorter, I would have said that 3:15 would have been fun.
Yeah, I feel like these race time, I feel like they need to cut like maybe 30 seconds to a minute off the length of this level. Like, it just goes on for a little bit too long.
Like, during a time trial, I don't think you should have the boulders. Like...
Yeah, there's where Younger Bro just, like...
What I tried to do, I tried to skip the corner and...
Well, this is the part where you're thinking that jumping makes you go faster, which...
It saves you seconds.
I think the thing is that I'm not sure it saves you any time.
Jumping.
But, the jumping.
Jumping corners is what I'm trying to do.
Yeah. But there's one part where, that part saves you seconds, but, like, the problem is that...
That corner specifically,
you can't...
too sharp.
Yeah. Well, you have to, in order to turn rapidly, you have to be on the ground. You don't turn as fast in the air.
That's probably a feature that I like better in Bikini Bottom, because you can.
Yeah.
Like, you have... I want to say you have a better turn radius, or whatever it is.
Yep.
In Battle of Bikini Bottom. I somehow do not die by steam throughout this whole thing.
That is true.
I do get hit by it, but I don't die by it. Spoiler warnings for future fails.
Why is the camera so zoomed in right now?
Oh, it's... that's... I think it's because we're on a... Actually, no, I don't know why.
Yeah, because it was not that zoomed in.
I think it's because we're high, and for whatever reason, when you get to higher altitudes, it zooms in the camera.
I'm saying that in the previous race, or in the rings, it wasn't this zoomed in. So it's like, why the hell would they zoom it in this much? It just feels, like, overwhelming.
Maybe to screw you up a little bit? I
don't know.
I don't know.
And here's where you try to go to that, and I think you can make that.
You can.
It's not a shortcut.
No, it's not. You need to be coming from that direction.
Yeah.
But anyway, I was out of time anyway, so I'm like, yeah, might as well try. But yeah, that comes this way.
Yep. Yeah, it's unclear how that works.
You failed the challenge. No
Yes,
shit.
we know.
Get down the slide in less than the manly time.
Yeah, so it's just like super zoomed in for this. It must just be for the fast race to try to screw with you.
I mean, in terms of speed, like zooming in the camera, I don't think that is a problem. I think that actually helps you in a way.
No, because it prevents you from seeing things that are up ahead as easily.
I don't know. Yeah, I kind of agree that it probably didn't need to be zoomed out.
But yeah, like right here, if you, because in the non-race level, you keep going straight there, and it's like, I don't know if that's actually shorter than just taking the ground level. I'm not sure.
Yeah, by jumping there, I skipped like 2 turns.
Yeah, that one, jumping to the left, skips you turns, but it's like, yeah. Some of these routes are unclear if they're shorter than others, and I don't know how you'd even figure that out.
Yeah, it's just not obvious. That's
Exactly. And I think if they added a map, it'd be a lot more obvious what the shorter routes are.
Maybe that's why they didn't do a map. That way you couldn't plan ahead. But
yeah, but I don't think that's a good idea. Always allow the players to feel like they know what they're doing, even if they don't.
Like, this isn't my first slide level. Like, I've played Battle of Bikini Bottom. It plays exactly like a slide level, except that there's...
Oh, that happens. I think that literally costs you this race.
Yeah, guys, there was just random collision, and I didn't even take damage. It was so weird.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened there either, but yeah, I'm pretty sure that costs you this race. Because I think you get there at 3:15.
Yeah, I do. I get there at the exact second of 3:15, guys, and it fucking fails me.
Yeah, you have to get there before the time, not at the time.
So if I got 3:14, it probably would have counted.
Yeah, it would have counted. It just wasn't 3:14, it was 3:15. That doesn't count.
Yeah, maybe if they cut out this whole boulder area, then I'd say the race would have been fine.
Yeah.
It seems like I'm climbing up like twice. Oh, they do a remaster for this game?
I mean, you mentioned that this could be what they do next, or just a direct sequel to the Battle of Bikini Bottom.
Like, I've watched discussions on it, and everybody's like, well, they did, you know, a remake for Battle of Bikini Bottom. It is very, very much possible that they will do a sequel.
Yeah. Medic. Hold right.
By the way, apparently the people who did Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated...
Yeah. It is literally less than 0.2 of a second that you were late.
Anyway, same people... So the people who did Rehydrated is not the same people who did the original.
Interesting. Well, hold on. Let me look this up, because SpongeBob...
Well, it might have been the original creators. They just did they did it with someone else. Because I know Heavy Iron Studios made Battle of Bikini Bottom, the first game, but I don't know if they did a team up with somebody to help remake the game, or I don't know. By the way, I think
Heavy Iron, Vicarious Visions, TH. Yeah.
Yeah, I think SpongeBob is probably... Oh, this is where I'm trying to jump to see if it goes faster. Anyway, I think Battle for Bikini Bottom is the first movie video game that got a remake. But I'm not sure.
Actually, apparently they have actually announced the next game.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
They've announced the sequel?
Cosmic Shake.
Oh. Is that the sequel? No, that's a different kind of game.
No, it isn't.
What?
It is a platform-based game. It is on console. It is going to be a platform. So
I thought it was going to be like Hatsune Miku. I thought it was going to be a rhythm game.
no, it's a platform. Platform. Yeah.
I'll have to check it out.
But yeah, the studio that made the game is not the same studio. Partially because I don't think Heavy Iron Studios exists.
How was that for you?
Sort of. Okay, it's sort of a company. Yeah, literally all the companies that they worked with don't exist anymore. Like, Heavy Iron Studios is owned by somebody else, and Vicarious Visions is owned by somebody else.
Okay.
But... yeah. But it is the same... like, it is the same company that published it. Because, THQ Nordic.
Looks like I failed again.
Yeah, a few times here. Yeah, they have a lot of subsidiaries. Sort of.
Anyway, I just searched up movie video games that got remakes, and I couldn't find a list of that list. So I think SpongeBob is it.
Wait, for what now? From that developer?
What I was searching for was what old movie games got a remake.
Oh,
so something like SpongeBob. I don't know if it got a remake. Maybe Open Season remake, but I know that doesn't exist. I would have played it already.
Well, here's a list of video games based on films. So let's just scroll to the bottom and see what says remastered or whatever. Let's see.
Here's the thing about Bikini Bottom, and it's going to surprise a lot of people.
They're not sorted by year.
Battle for Bikini Bottom is a completely original story. Like, it might be based off of the characters from the show, but it's completely original.
Yep.
Like,
guys, we find out that this is actually faster.
Yeah, it's faster to reset.
Okay, so let's start from the top here. The Mummy, demastered. Yep, it's got a lot of them. I'm assuming that it's demastered is a... let me check. I'm actually No, actually this one is not a remastered. It's demastered in that it's, I think, literally taking the movie...
yeah.
...and turning it into, like, a 16-bit game.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay, so ignore that one.
So guys, I want to take...
Oh, that's the Ghostbusters video game.
Oh yeah, that did get a remake, but that was also an original story.
Yeah, no, that's not a remake. That is... that game...
No, it was originally on PS2, and it got, I want to say a port, but it basically got remastered for PS4. Yeah. So, sorry, I forgot about the Ghostbusters game. But anyway, I want to take a second and talk about movie games for a second. Guys, the reason I play movie games is to show you that it's not all like small little puzzle games and stuff like that. They actually have unique stories and, you know, playable levels. Like, even though this is shit, the time trial is shit, it's still a playable level.
Yeah.
And guys, there are a lot of very, very good movie video games. Like, I still think Madagascar is one of the best.
Mm-hmm.
And this one's not too bad either. It plays in a similar style to Battle of Bikini Bottom, so.
Oh, okay, here it is. Sorry. Yeah. So, the game Ghostbusters 2016 video game is a completely different game than the game that I was thinking of, which is Ghostbusters the video game 2009. Which is also known as Ghostbusters 3.
Yes. Yeah, it's a remake of that one.
No, it is not a remake of that one.
What?
That game is a completely different story. It is not the same game.
What the fuck?
Yeah. It is a completely different... That's what I'm telling you. It's not a remake. It is a different game.
Okay.
It was also a game that was so bad, it was called one of the worst games of 2016, and the company filed for bankruptcy 3 days after making it. They released it, 3 days later they went bankrupt. The game was that bad.
I don't know, my friend played it and he said it was fun.
Again, which one? The 2016 one or the 2009 one?
The one that's on the PS4.
They're both on PS4.
Oh.
The 2009 one got a port to PS4.
The port.
You guys
Yeah,
rock.
that's the remaster in 2019 of the 2009 one, which is the Critical Darling third movie.
Well, that's what we're looking for.
Yes. So
That
that
is one.
That is one that, but that's also a port.
It's a remaster
It's a
and
remaster.
a port.
So it's like that's the problem is when I'm looking up
I do what I can.
movie games, it's counting new games.
Then how about beating your best?
So it's like, because for example, Friday the 13th, the game's on here, but that's not really a
No,
not a remake of anything.
It's not even based off of the movies at all.
Yeah. Okay, guys, that's gonna be it for this episode. We will come back next time with even more of SpongeBob. Until then, the future's very uncertain. What is certain is you guys are awesome. There'll be more Two Bros Game Night tomorrow. See ya then.
Goodbye.